going on, Jerome's? Happy Friday. Well, maybe not so happy Friday, but the Detroit Lions allegedly outlasted the reigning defending Super Bowl champions. Well, what's left of them? 21-20 on Thursday Night Football in the NFL regular season opener for 2023. And here's my thing. So I have really never had an issue with Lions fans. I actually kind of liked the Lions for a number of years, where you watch Barry Sanders do his damn thing. Then they wasted the career of Megatron. They wasted most of the career of Matthew Stafford, who I got a lot of respect for. But you know, Lions fans, I feel like, Lions and Vikings, they're in the same division, except the rivalries were never vitriolic, like Vikings-Packers or even Vikings-Bears. And I feel like no one's really a rival with the Lions. But then all of a sudden, the Lions, even though they started out 1-6 last year, allegedly they finished well. And then all of a sudden, Lions fans started puffing their chest, and the national media drone haircuts calling the Lions the hot team. So now everything's converging, and the Vikings are good. The Lions supposedly are going to be good this year. And now, this whole fluke, we call it a fluke, right? Because last year, as the Vikings were going 13-4, wanting some more, we were told that close wins don't matter, even though the Vikings were 11-0 in single-score games. When the Vikings in 2020 and 2021 were losing all those close games, they did matter. But, fluky. Fluky when you win close games. So, by the standards of last season, by legal precedent, we must call this Lions win a fluke, and they are frauds. That is all. But I mean, there's a lot to get to. First off, so Kadarius Toney, that may be the worst game in NFL history. So not only did he have 0 yards on his targets, but also this resulted in a pick six. And this was 1/3 of the Lions' points last night. How does this happen? Like, I love my guy Brian Branch, but now I have to hate him, I guess. But this is ridiculous. And Jared Goff, Dan Campbell. I got a lot of respect for Dan Campbell. I love his yah shtick, and you can tell like the players play hard for him. I just don't know. I just don't know right now. Like, I'm still not buying Jared Goff. I'm still not buying into Ben Johnson, even though everyone has announced Ben Johnson as like he created offensive football. We'll go from there. And I mean, during the telecast, there was a lot of consternation. Oh, the Chiefs are holding. Oh, Jawan Taylor's lining up in Poughkeepsie and false starting every single play. Yeah. All right. So everyone who's watching, of course, the Thursday night opener, says, oh, well, what about Jawan Taylor's false starting? What about Bakhtiari's false starting every single play for the last 7 years? How about that? How about that? Where, again, is it illegal if the refs aren't calling it consistently? I don't know. Is it not? You could literally call holding or defensive pass interference or defensive holding every single play. Yeah, and a lot of it is the benefit of slow motion, where the refs, the refs... The ref is like a 50-year-old accountant from Grand Rapids. Yeah, like you think that he's going to catch that in real time? He's got a cataract in one eye. Please, whatever. But the bringing back of football, it's great, but not all changes are fantastic. Like, what is the point of miking up parents? I mean, they're up in the third deck. Hutchinson's parents, like, what entertainment are we going to glean from this? What information? It was like, yeah, good play, good job. Like, there was so little upside, but there's massive downside for the parents. Like, what if parents forget for like 2 seconds that they're mic'd up, and then they say something very bad, which can happen, man. Here's the thing too. Here's what's really unfortunate. So when players of parents or families of parents travel to away games, sometimes those home fans aren't very nice, especially once the fans figure out who they are in relation to a player. It can get a little bit vitriolic, right? And the parents are humans too, and you can take the high road for so long. But if you forget that you're mic'd up, and then you're John with a bunch of bearded up fans from the other team, all of a sudden some words may be said, and that's gonna be on a hot mic, and that video, it might not make broadcast, but it'll be on the cutting room floor, and then some production assistant is gonna leak it on the internet for clout. So I don't get it. It's really stupid, but I'm all for trying out new ideas, but this one can be shelved. Like, we don't need to see this anymore. But from the game, again, Lions fans are thumping their chest. The roar has been restored. All the national media JEROME haircuts are creaming in their jeans, even though they had to massacre their boy, Pat Mahomes. But, I mean, I'm still not buying it. So the Chiefs, first of all, were without Chris Jones. By the way, yeah, Chris Jones says that he doesn't want his holdout to be a distraction, yet he's front and center in a suite at the game. It's so stupid. And then Travis Kelce. And by the way, the Chiefs defense played pretty damn good without Chris Jones. So let's not get it twisted there. Travis Kelce with that knee injury. I mean, for a while it was okay until the drops started adding up, or when the Chiefs needed a really big time play, especially over the middle of the field, which would have been Kelce time. But I mean, Mahomes is freaking insane. Like, he did it with no-name receivers. He threw a touchdown to Rashee Rice, who no one wanted in the draft, as well as Blake Bell. Belldozer, former Vikings legend, former Oklahoma. Patrick Mahomes, the Big 12 connection. Well, what's left of the Big 12? Thrown to Oklahoma, former Oklahoma quarterback Blake Bell for a touchdown, please. Also, I mean, the Lions. I mean, again, Ben Johnson has been anointed like he invented the forward pass, but you only score 14 offensive points. And you're supposed to be this genius. And again, this defense was without Chris Jones. But as okay. Also, what's the deal with non-usage of Jahmyr Gibbs? Where, yeah, I understand that Montgomery is a solid meat potatoes running back, but he ain't Jahmyr Gibbs. And it's not like I'm super frustrated because I got a lot of shares of Jahmyr Gibbs in fantasy and DFS. No big deal. Also, why the hell is Marvin Jones your number one outside receiver? No, Amon-Ra, respect, is, I mean, you can make a good case Amon-Ra is the second best receiver in the NFC North. I mean, it's a big gap between 1 and 2, but he's still pretty damn good. But he operates from the slot. But who do you got on the outside? I mean, Marvin Jones and Reynolds? That it? Please. And again, like we said at the jump, close wins don't count. Close, fluky wins don't count. And, people are up in arms because Tirico said that the Lions win could come with an asterisk because they didn't have Jones or Kelce. It's like, well, injuries are part of the game, bro. Yeah, in like week 10. This is the home opener, man. This is week 1. And all of a sudden, you're down allegedly the best tight end in the game and probably the second best defensive interior. But, hey, the roar has been restored. Awesome. And again, yeah, Kadarius Toney just handing in the game. But I digress. I mean, again, I like Dan Campbell. This his post-game speech was fantastic. You can see why players are fired up to play for him. You can see why Lions fans are pumped up. And Franco, like I said, again, I come in peace sometimes, but I have no beef with Lions fans, even though we're going to get a ton of Lions fans hate and vitriol in the comments. But also, I don't care. I don't care. It helps the engagement with our channel, so it's whatever. But I don't have an issue with the Lions or Lions fans as of right meow. But it's okay. I think the Vikings and the Lions are on a collision course at the end of the season. 2 out of 3 games to decide on Christmas Eve, and then Week 18 TBD. Woo! Let's go. The Lions will be 9-5 by then, but that's okay. That's okay. And the Vikings will be 12-3. It's okay. It's okay. Again, enjoy this one for now, but again, hopes and dreams down the drain. Don't worry about it. But your thoughts are thoughts. Lions allegedly beat the Chiefs 21-20. Close wins don't count. Let us know your thoughts and our thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support the work? Put a little something in the Venmo. But till next time, Skol production value.